Let's cut across directly to Goa at this point of time. The Goa police, after months, has filed a charge sheet against Tarun Tejpal, charging him of rape. Let's listen in.
Initially registered under section 354A, 376, 376(2)K. Subsequently, during course of investigation, some more sections were added during the investigation, like 376(2)F, 341, 342 IPC in the original charge sheet. And finally, the charge sheet has been filed under section 354, 354A, 341, 342, 376, 3762F and 3762K. This is the first case which was registered by Crime Branch of Goa Police in the year 2013, in which the amended sections of crime against women as per Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013 were also incorporated into it. The investigation of the case has been carried out very meticulously by the IO, covering all dimensions of the case and necessary evidence in the form of documents and statements. They all have been produced in the charge sheet. The total length of the charge sheet runs into 2,846 pages, including annexes. The whole charge sheet has been compiled systematically in 12 volumes. Statements of 152 primary as well as secondary witnesses have been recorded by the IO during course of investigation in the case. During the investigation of the case, the police team had to visit Delhi, Mumbai, Noida, Pune and Hyderabad. I would also like to emphasize a very important dimension of the case. This is one case in which many members of the civil society volunteered to cooperate with the police investigation, and their statements were recorded by the investigating officer, as well as it was also recorded before the magistrate. Since the charge sheet has now been filed, it is going to be assigned for trial to a particular magistrate. Will come to know in due course of time. Under section 3091, this is an amended section, we are going to request the special public prosecutor. The special public prosecutor is going to request the trial judge to carry out the trial of the case on a day-to-day basis, and as per the amended section 3091, there is a provision that if offences which are attracted, which we have registered in this particular case, then the trial should be completed within 60 days of the filing of the charge sheet. So in this regard, there will be a special request which will be made by the special PP before the trial judge. Friends, during course of investigation, the police team of Crime Branch had to visit Mumbai as well as Delhi, Bangalore. And I would like to they also went to Bangalore. So I would like to express our deep gratitude to particularly Crime Branch of Delhi Police as well as Crime Branch of Mumbai Police for extending us the necessary professional cooperation as and when it was required. And in the end, I would like to thank all the members of electronic and print media for their cooperation during the course of investigation. Thanks.
So what is the most important piece of evidence that you think you all have to tighten and strengthen your case?
Tejas, it will not be proper for me to share details regarding the evidentiary aspects of the charge sheet. It has just been filed before the court, but I told you that the investigating officer has done a very meticulous investigation and has been able to incorporate required evidence related to the offence which has been committed.
Sir, you have already protested the bail application from the bench part, and tomorrow he is going to physically be present in the High Court. Will you still be opposing Tarun Tejpal bail?
I think this is a call which the special PP of the High Court is going to take on that. The matter is likely to come up tomorrow. So there was part hearing today. The matter will come up tomorrow. So I would not like to comment anything on that. That we have two special PPs who are representing, and they will be definitely taking a call on this.
So, given the peculiar nature of this case, where the accused allegedly gave apology letters, etc., did it make the case, much easier in comparison with other rape cases? In that sense, it's never happened perhaps before.
You are again coming back to the same question, and I would refrain from saying that, but this case has definitely many peculiarities, and as a professional investigator, the investigating officer has been able to incorporate all facts which are available professionally in the charge sheet.
So until a couple of days back, Robert De Niro had not replied to your questionnaires. You had facts from mail to him. So whether you have received the reply from him, because he has been traveling alone.
Yes, I think during the course of investigation, the investigating officer did get in touch with the attorney of Mr. Robert De Niro, and we also received communication from him. And since he has been traveling, I do not think he has replied as of now. But we have enough evidence to prove Mr. Robert De Niro's presence in the ThinkFest, and all related documents and other statements that are available on the file. Thank you very much. Thanks.